New banks and infinite
Ready, my nigga?
rivers.
You're ready, so all I ask, boy. Stay ready, so I ain't gotta get ready.
All right, then. Welcome to episode 34, 35? 34 of the 2 for 2 podcast. I'm your host, Rivers. Yeah, today I got my boy Banks. It's with me. What's good, nigga? How you doing?
Yeah. Same old.
You all good? Ain't no same old. Tell me something. We ain't got no guests, so you gotta go off something today. Give me some shits.
I knew what to line up.
What's been going on?
You pitch me the ball. I hit it out the park, nigga. You know how the thing go.
What's been going on your end, though? Negative words.
It's slow. I need to hit a lick. I need to hit a lick for like 80 grand. So if you know anybody you got to play, put me on. Let me know. I ready to, ski my ass up. You know what I mean?
What's the extent you go for the 80 grand?
Listen to me. This law-abiding citizen life ain't waiting for me no more. I can't take it. I'll ski my ass up.
Nah, that's all entertainment. I just let you all know that. None of this is real.
I ski my ass
None
up.
of this is real.
I'll pull out the stick. You know what I mean? Let me know.
All right, I feel you. Do your thing, brother. So you all good?
And I got Gucci.
All right, then. Well, I ain't been up to much since the last podcast. Got a tattoo. During I was in the session of getting a tattoo, I don't really like to watch shows with everybody talking about what's trending on social media.
Mm-hmm.
But they were watching the show Dahmer inside the tattoo parlor. So I started to watch it. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
What about it is interesting?
Spoiler alert before we get started. Did you see it?
No.
You didn't see it?
And I don't think I'm interested in watching it either. I've heard a lot about it though.
I would suggest you do. Let me take this cover.
Why?
I'd suggest you do. It's a really good series. Just from a cinematic point of view, it has a lot of detail. If you've never seen the documentary, it's a great show to watch to enlighten you on his life and his liking. I didn't like the fact that they was trying to humanize him because I think he's a complete monster. Like this nigga was literally drilling holes in human beings' head and pouring hot water and they're trying to turn them into zombies. Shit like that. Like I don't want to laugh with it because that's a true story, but yeah, it was a sick documentary. But anyway, since
where did he live during the time of this?
Milwaukee. He was in Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he was a Bucks fan and then in the process.
Oh man, he was a sick individual. But yeah, it was a good documentary. The guy, what's his name? I forgot the guy, the actor, the main actor. He was a really good actor.
Yeah, they giving him a lot of props for that. You see that?
Yeah, he fit the description of Dahmer really well. And I'm guessing if there are awards given out for the show,
He'd be granted one.
Yeah, he'd be granted a few.
So question, like for example, like how Heath Ledger did a great job with Joker, and he ended up.
Yeah, he knocked that out the park.
You think this boy can need counseling after this? That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, a lot of people told me that he played a similar role
Before.
Like yeah, so a lot of his films, he's played this like docile, quiet, aloof type of person. And he had those roles before, so I don't think that was something out of his character.
Or the norm.
Out of the norm for him. But he did a great job, exceptional job with the actors. Was it Nisa Nancy or Nash? Yeah, she played his alleged neighbor, the one that kept calling the police and they were ignoring her. Now, what I heard, because I psychoanalyze things.
Mm-hmm.
Once I watched the documentary and I went on YouTube, I started looking up just to refresh my memory on what's real and what's not real. And they had this video with was 10 things that was fictional and 10 things that were facts about.
Mind you, I go and go watch it. No, I started, but then I know I get distracted. I go and go watch that to see the differences.
Right. One of the things where they fused her character, the neighbor, that wasn't the actual neighbor in the real life story. The real life story, the woman that called the police and they ignored her, she didn't live right across the hall from him. She lived actually in another building. So
She's watching them that much? No, that's all that.
no, she said what happened was when he had a case where he had a 15 or 14-year-old boy.
That's the guy who got away, right?
No, that's the last victim was the one that got away.
Oh, okay.
The 14-year-old boy, he got away, but the police let him right back into Dahmer's hands because he told the police
That's
that
your
they
boyfriend,
love
right?
us.
Yeah. I heard
Yeah,
that.
so, the actual story was she called the police because her daughters found the little boy on the streets.
Right.
And they said they know him, they familiar with his face, seeing him
school.
play around the neighborhood and stuff like that. And the police on the phone told her that they handled it, that they made sure to find out that he was an adult, which they didn't. So they let him back into Dahmer's hand. Dahmer killed him that night. But they said in actuality, she lived down the block. She didn't live in the building. They fused the two characters with a neighbor that he had that helped him move some stuff. And she believed that Dahmer fed her a sandwich with human meat in it. So they fused those two characters to make the character in the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
That and then they had a story too with his grandmother stopping him from killing somebody.
That
They
never
said
happened.
that, well, they don't have no record of that happening.
Okay.
Yeah, but the guy did end up in the hospital, like how it showed in the film. So, yeah, I give it a good 8.5 out of 10. Feel sorry for some of the victims that probably still suffering or dealing with trauma from the actual story. The actuality of it.
And all the victims dead instead of the last boy?
No, I mean the victim's family. Sorry, my
Oh, the
apologies.
family.
Yeah,
Okay,
victims'
yeah.
families and stuff like that. I heard that Jeffrey's mom committed suicide. So now his brother, I think only his brother's still alive.
She committed suicide after he got to jail and all that.
Yeah, after all that.
Okay.
So, yeah, I recommend anybody to watch it if they haven't. Spoiler alert, like I said before, and trauma alert, trigger alert, all those things. But yeah, you been watching anything?
No, I got no series I've been watching. But I just watch FBI. They just come on a new season. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No, I never heard.
Yeah, so I be watching that. I was watching that in the FBI, but they not new. I got no series I was watching.
Let's get straight to it then. Is any off limits? We got to find out what is off limit, and I bring that in. Let me bring that into context. In full circle.
yeah,
There was a
yeah.
story that came out a few weeks ago with the head coach of the Celtics, Ime Udoka. He is alleged that he was having a consensual relationship with one of his staffers or a few of his staffers in the organization. He's been suspended for a year without pay, and the investigation is pending at this point. Now, some details came out about the people that, or the person or the people that he may have been in relations with, and it's alleged that it was one of the minority owners of the Celtics' wife that he was sleeping with. Also, one of his, I guess, assistants, because she deals with booking the flights and hotels and stuff like that at whatever cities they stay at. My grief on this whole debacle is, I think that it was nasty for the Celtics to bring it out the way they did. I could bet you if it was another head coach, and I don't want to be that guy, but let's just say Brad Stevens, he was the former head coach. If it was him, I don't think this story would have been put out in that light.
The way it was.
I think they're torturing him in some way. I don't want to bring race into it again, but I feel like it has something to do with race, only because Boston has been known
For it to be a racist state.
to be a racist, not only state, but the Celtics, a racist team in some ways.
But most of the good players, only good player they had, white player was what Bird?
Bird. Then they wanted to make Hayward the face of the organization, but that didn't go well at all.
Right.
But yeah, they ran Kyrie Irving out of there. At first Paul Pierce, they didn't like him, especially when he had that incident in the club where he stabbed to death. That's when I gathered they started to like really warm up to Paul Pierce. They've been known to do this to their athletes, and now the head coach. I just think it was a better way they could handle it, but at the same time, I feel like he shouldn't have put himself in that situation.
Nah,
I feel like some have to be off limits.
nah. You also say you don't want to get too deep into something because you don't know.
We don't know the
Every
specifics
information,
because,
right?
like they say, it's still in pending investigation.
Okay, you saying that should be off limits. You got to keep in mind, but when you working in close contact and consistency with somebody, things happen, emotions flare up. You realize you have way more in common than you expected or you anticipated. All kind of things happen, bro. They might have just recently, they might have fallen in love. They really had true, pure love for each other. So it ain't just the fact that he wanted to fuck. Might be deeper than the surface. Because they working around each other for hours, days, all the time, consistently.
I don't think he working around the wife as much.
What does she do?
I'm not sure, but I could bet I would guess that she is a part of the organization some way. She does something, but I don't know the specifics.
It probably isn't as often as I'm saying, but what should happen?
You fucking your boss wife?
No.
So let's put that in perspective.
Now, me personally, I wouldn't pursue or entertain or fuck with her. But what if she was the aggressor?
Well, reports are that it was his assistant, and all this is alleged and speculative. Just putting it out there. It was alleged that he had relations with his assistant before, but before they got into an intimate relationship, she claims that he made some sexual advances or a few inappropriate comments towards her.
That don't make sense.
Yeah, don't add up to me. But that's what the reports are saying, that before they got into an intimate relationship with one another, he made some advances towards her that she didn't like. And somehow they started fucking one another. Don't make sense to me. But they found out about it. The Celtics found out about it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't say anything to him didn't make a big deal about it, but
Right.
told him to calm it down. Then the story came out. The story came out about him fucking the minority owner wife. So that's where he got suspended. They were like, at that point, it was out of their control.
First off, if nigga made inappropriate advances to you before y'all became sexual, that shouldn't even fucking matter because you became sexual.
My point. That's why I don't think it was a big issue at first, because they know about that.
Okay. So they rushed
it
it
was
off.
when they found out about the wife, the owner's wife. That's when it became a problem.
Well, I mean, obviously it will become a problem because I am a man of power now, and you are small fry. You work for fucking me.
Yeah.
So how you get grinding on my woman? What give you the audacity to think you on my level to fuck my woman?
It's safe to say Ime was wilding. He was wilding in Boston.
Exactly. So
New head coach, black, handsome dude,
and
doing
then
his thing.
and then your boy white, right? The minority owner.
Yeah.
Most likely. So you was a young black boy in on my level, and you fucking my wife, or we can deal with you. We can make an example of y'all.
Well, if you was doing what you're supposed to do in the bed, you know what I mean? Your wife wouldn't have down.
I wouldn't say that. You know, women are sly creatures. I mean, I don't get too deep into that.
That's
but-
all entertainment. By
Yeah,
the way.
you
Don't
know.
worry about it,
But that's what it is, boy. That's what it is right there. Like, I's a man of power, but like, you beneath me. How, well, in their eyes, you feel me? So, how you get on my level fucking my wife? Make you feel comfortable. But, I mean, actually, let's be real here. Both parties are to blame because both parties were involved.
right.
So, me personally, if I was that man, I'd deal with my wife. And I remove her from the organization or whatever the case may be. But he wanted to make an example or the guy example.
So you're on the side of two of them being disciplined. for
Most
those
like,
actions.
I mean, well, Udoka really don't owe him much loyalty. I work for you.
Well, there's a code of conduct that's first and foremost. He's superior to the team.
Yeah.
And anyway they look at it.
Yeah.
So that's like, well, you know, in most organizations, they don't want the boss sleeping with a regular employee.
Right.
So that was one of the factors that I guess made them come to that decision to suspend them. I just don't like the way they're going about it. If that's the case, if all this is true, I think Ime is wrong. I think both parties are wrong, but that's besides the fact. But I still think that the Celtics could have found a better way to handle this.
So, you, but Neil Long, how you feel like she should leave in regards to like what happened?
I can't speak to that. But I would hope that they would try to work it out. They engage or married?
Yeah, they engaged.
Well, I don't know. But
I mean, but that's a shaky situation. It just the thing is,
let me ask you a question. You think that's his first, like that's the first thing she heard about from him? You think that's his first, I guess, sexual encounter with someone else that she knew about?
I think it's the first one publicly. See, once things become public,
Then egos get
that's
involved.
everything gets complicated then. Because once everything is behind closed doors, we can sweep things under the rug. But when things becomes public, I look like a fool or you look like, you know what I mean? That's where the problem arises right there. Like,
Yeah.
that's all it is be right there. Because if that was behind closed doors, that would be in smooth sailing.
Well, in other news, I heard that they have in custody the family. I guess it was a trio involved in the murder of PnB Rock. It was a 17-year-old boy alleged to do the shooting, the dad who orchestrated the whole ordeal, and then the stepmom.
I heard the stepmom, she was after, I guess, harboring them. That's what she got arrested for, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. In stories and reports, it says that the dad was the one that spot PnB in the restaurant. He went back and got his son. They came back, and that's when they committed the crimes. But what is your thoughts as a father? What is your thoughts on you putting your son in a situation like that?
Well, first and foremost, we already know dad going on the wrong path, right? But you got to be a weak, small-minded individual. Your life is already fucked up. If you think in this way, at whatever age he is, to be still robbing, you have a child who's 17.
Right.
You should be at least in your 40s.
Yeah, I think I think they said he's like 40 or
what kind of
40s.
mindset you still have? You robbing people with a young man that you're supposed to be an example for. Not only that, you involving him in the lifestyle too. So your life done fucked up. Now you want to fuck up his life from he's a young teen.
Right.
That makes no sense. What kind of man is that? Yeah. Father, like that don't make no sense, bro. Yeah. What if he was just a mentor to this guy even? That's not something you do. You're supposed to put him on the right path to do better than what you're doing. First and foremost. That makes no sense to me. And then you allow him to be the shooter.
That's not even the thing for me. Like, is that all worth it? Because at the end of the day, what they gonna do? They can't do nothing with the jewelry. They can't sell it. So what's the sense?
And that's been my thing. Like, most likely, most of these niggas jewelry get their name on it. PnB Rock is dead. This is public. This is a big thing. You can't sell PnB Rock cheap.
No. Unless you know some like underground jeweler who could melt it down.
Yeah.
You know something? But that shit don't make no sense to me. But it's senseless. I hope that they got the right people in custody. But yeah.
But see, one thing I like about America, I mean, and I don't know, so don't say it right, but I feel like they do more due diligence when it comes to investigating.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, investigating something. I might as well let you know. They hear Rivers do it, they going for Rivers.
That's how you feel the process is.
Over here?
Yeah.
I know the process over here.
Just hearsay, right?
No. I know. Yeah, hearsay. Like, from they drop a name, they don't even have nothing to charge you with. You get charged, and guess what? You got to fight that with your lawyers and court. While the real killer or the real niggas are just doing whatever. And then we all know how it is over here. I know someone, you know someone. I pay this person, I pay that person. Everything gets people under the rug, bro. Come on. But we don't do our due diligence in terms of investigation at all.
Yeah.
I could stand on that. I could put my life on the line on that. We do not do our due diligence when it comes to investigating any crime or any situation unless it's a high-powered individual. It's involved. I've seen it happen. I witnessed it firsthand.
I don't think they put a lot of resources into it.
No,
honestly.
But
not just effort wise. They talking like I don't think their budget is big enough in terms of what they put together to investigate some of these murders.
And it ain't even only that, Rivers. You gotta look at this like this. This is a system. For me to charge you and you to go to prison to fight it, guess what happens now?
Yeah, that's money.
Lawyers. They have a job.
Yep.
Judges got to come to court for bail hearing and all these things. They have a job. Prison officers, people in prison, they have a job. This is a system. Everybody needs a job. Everybody needs to work. So that's what it is. It ain't really about really solving what the friggin' crime is. Unless, like I said, it's a high power figure.
Yeah.
These niggas ain't care about that, bro. Young boy, how you even get in this position to get caught up? Charge him. Charge him. And the fucked up thing is, your family don't have the money to support you and fight your case. You could go to jail as an innocent man, and now when you come out on the road, they create criminals. Because now you done niggas can do whatever they do.
You done in
jail.
the system.
Exactly.
Can't
you
get a
done
job.
branded, labeled.
Yeah, it's
And
difficult.
then you meet criminals while you were in jail. You know what I mean?
What's your thoughts on us? I always want to bring this question up. What's your thoughts on us implementing stricter gun laws in the Bahamas? You think that's something that's possible? You think that's something in the future?
Well, they did a few years back. They did enforce it a bit more. I think they charge you 2 years automatically with the gun. And I don't know if this part is correct, but I think it's a year for every bullet. I don't know if that part is correct, but I know 2 years automatically when you get caught with a gun. So I don't know how much stricter you think they would do it.
But I guess it's up to the judicial system.
Boy, I don't know how much stricter you can get. I mean, so you're trying to say if they do make it more strict, more guys wouldn't carry guns?
I don't think so. I think it would be. I think they could limit the amount of crimes that may happen from.
You know what's crazy?
Because let's say automatically no bail. You
That's it.
You get catch with it. Some places now these more communist countries.
Right.
Some places you could get life if you got with a weapon like that. Not saying that we would do something like that, but let's just think in that realm if that was to happen.
But see,
that's why I say I don't think it's in our what's the word I'm looking for exactly. I come back around it, but I don't think as a country we're eligible to do that.
I mean, we still under the crown and all that,
right?
So we gotta
we'll
make
have
sure
to
they
go through
approve
the
that.
Privy
Yeah,
Council and all that. But yeah,
I mean, I feel like niggas on the road, in the street life, and we say it in songs and we say it, like I said all the time, but that's how they really feel. They rather get caught with their shit on them than without. But I be watching these videos of niggas running up on niggas and killing niggas. Niggas could have their stick on them. It's who's spying first. It's who get the element of surprise. Because if a nigga slide up on you and you get your shit on you, but he start busting, you think your first reaction is to pull, or your first reaction is to take cover then pull? You see what I'm saying? So
I think a lot of niggas think like that. Yeah.
Huh?
I don't think a lot of niggas think like that. Niggas' first reaction is to run.
That's my point. I mean, if a nigga's spanking and you in the open, you should run first. I ain't gonna just spin around while he's spanking and be like, oh shit, I gotta spike back. This ain't no movie, nigga.
You ain't never see some of them videos, like, especially in the States. You see the video of the dude on the cell phone when he's shooting?
Yeah. them niggas
And
in
he walk
phone.
in the store on that.
Them niggas in phone wild. They on a different level.
That's
boy.
why I say I don't think the mindset of most niggas. A lot of times niggas say a gunshot, they trying to get down. They trying to get out of it.
You saw the video with the niggas robbing budget?
Yeah, I did. I heard it was alleged that they kill him. The police killed him.
No, boy.
Saturday. Yeah, the robber. Allegedly, I don't know. Don't quote me. But
I ain't with that part, but
yeah,
I watched the video. Whoever, like when they came in the store, the officers that was shooting from outside.
Oh, you mean that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you was meaning sorry, I was thinking you was meaning the liquor store robbery.
No. Yeah, he did. He died.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
died.
okay,
No,
okay.
I meant the reason one.
Okay.
When the guy went up in the handgun.
Yeah, I was trying to understand the whole video, but I couldn't get there. I didn't.
What happened was the guy with the handguns in the store for his poem. He opened the door for the guy with the shotgun. When the guy from the shotgun was standing up, there was I don't know if it was the off-duty police or the owner.
Outside.
He spanked from outside.
Right.
He was trying to headshot that boy.
I see that.
And when he spanked the boy ducking, and he's like, not even startled him because he ain't running initially. He just ducked like, oh shit, the glass break. And then when he realized what was going on, he ran.
But you know, it's so funny, like he ran away from the door, right? And ran back to the door.
To spike. He spanked too off.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he let 2 off.
I see him almost get his head blow off.
Right, but then he let 2 off after that. Because think about
I
it.
didn't see that part.
They ran out the store. They couldn't run out the store if they didn't injure or scare the guy off. Because if he outside and they're waiting for you to come outside, I could just line you up when you come outside.
Yeah.
So they spanked 2 off.
But
and then
that's
they
what
let-
happened. I thought that's what I thought when he come back to the door to go outside, because he run away from the door, then run back to the door. And as soon as he run to the door, someone shoot at the door again.
And
And
yeah,
he duck.
And then he spanked one. He let 2 off. Boom, boom. Then he slide out. But wait, to be a robber, you gotta be a ballsy nigga. Wait. You gotta be ballsy. You gotta think of all scenarios. I gotta kill someone. Someone might kill me.
Well, let me ask you this then. I'll put that story in reverse. Do you feel they would legalize handguns
For
civilians?
for business owners and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
business owners, some civilians.
But I think they should. I think that should be something we should protest or work out against, because the robbers coming with AR-15s and these AK-47, they coming with shits, bro. We gotta what times we didn't clack them niggas some
That's
they
even
let
if
off.
you get it.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
even if you got something. That's another story.
I think the different calibers of persons, they get different.
Like obviously,
yeah.
you know they have to do extensive background search, all the other things.
But for example, let's say Fox or Sabas.
Because I think, I'm not sure, don't quote me once again, but I think in Jamaica you could have a licensed handgun.
I think we got some niggas over here who got license on
Oh yeah, certain
caliber. I'm saying, like, for
certain
example,
civilians.
if I Sabas or Fox, or maybe they just my bodyguards, at least my niggas who protect me, they hire to protect me. They could get license for certain kind of gun, because the robbers get the fucking kind of guns.
We know certain government officials as well as
Yeah.
certain lawyers and judges, they carry too.
They need to. I gotta protect me.
Yeah.
I gotta protect me, bro. But being a robber is a hard job, man.
Yeah.
That's a hard job. That's a ballsy job.
Yeah.
You gotta plan out this and execute this. And in a robbery, anything can happen at any given time. A civilian can walk out and startle you. You turn, get shoot, boom, boom. Like we see that happens in movie, but this shit is real.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. I don't know. Wait. But for you to make up your mind to be a robber, you're gonna have to live for. Sorry for it.
Once again, I'd like to I feel like we used to do this every time we come in here, but I have to send prayers and condolences to one of my friends, close friends. His brother died, passed away. He was shot. So another census killing a few weeks ago. That was actually on my birthday it happened. When we was in here recording.
The Lucas guy.
Lucas, yeah. So rest in peace. Prayers and condolences to his family and friends. It's sad, but that's the way that this country is going.
You heard about the situation with a fry?
What happened at the fry?
Allegedly, a guy shot a young lady, very young lady, though, like she's 19.
When this happened?
About 2 nights ago.
I didn't hear anything but that.
You know what? But yeah, apparently she was walking on the fry with his girlfriend.
Oh, fuck.
And
Hold on, wait. Now, I don't mean to laugh, right? But hold on, what? Hold on now.
yeah, but apparently, yeah, she was walking on the fry with his girlfriend. And this happened which is crazy because the fry closed at this time.
Right.
After 1 o'clock in the morning, she's walking on the fry with his girlfriend, and he had shot her.
He had shot her because she was walking on the fry with his girlfriend.
Now, I don't know.
They allegedly was together then. Like,
Yeah, right.
okay.
Now, I don't know the ins and outs of the stories in terms of if he might have prior issues with the girl or whatever the case may be, but that's the story I've heard. Like I said, it's only alleged. I don't know how true it is. I haven't heard any other details about that situation,
Right.
but that's the only thing I've heard. I've actually seen a picture of the young lady after she got shot.
Yeah.
Laying down on the ground. Like that's crazy, but that's allegedly what happened. And I find that retardedly crazy because if you dating someone, they cheating with another woman, your first reaction is to kill this woman? I just, that's baffling to me. Like, you ain't talk to your girl, you ain't leave your girl.
That's where my mind is running, especially when I hear things like this, and when I saw the series, like I told you, the Dahmer series. My mind went straight to as a person, what state of mind you have to be in to not only kill, right, but to kill multiple times,
Over and over.
over and over.
For no apparent reason.
In the case of Jeffrey, it seems as though I call him by his first name. That's how much they humanize him in the series.
Yeah.
But in the case of him, he seemed to have an abandonment issues. So anytime his personality would switch, or like you would see him
Get dangerous.
turn into a person that, all right, he about to kill this victim, is when they telling him
They would leave.
they're about to leave. You have a lot of people walking around with them same issues, and I ain't a psychiatrist to diagnose these people, but you could tell certain from people's personalities. But I just like, my mind always just go to like, as a person, like what state you have, like you can't be in a conscious state.
I mean, I offer mental health, and I feel like people should get help and all these things, right? But certain things, I just feel it's excuses. But like, you may have been abandoned as a child. Now you're an adult. You have a free mind, you're free conscious, free will to do whatever and live. Your child is your past, and it could be a part of your future if you don't fix the damages that may have happened back then. But you're an adult now. You can make your own decisions and choices, and you can decide to deal with things differently, bro. Like, if someone abandons you, well, I mean, I can't really say that because I go into like, a lot of people don't have self-confidence and all these things. So there's a lot of things going on these people, but
Yeah.
boy, like, that's crazy to like, I won't kill you because you abandoned me. But believe it or not, Rivers, you have some females walking around the same Nassau with that same issue, bro. Hey, and I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from experience.
Man, where is it? I'm looking for it. Oh,
Listen to me. I'm speaking from experience,
They
bro.
ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're
Me
fine.
personally,
You're not feeling fine. Just
you know,
lean
I've
into it.
experienced
Never understand.
a woman or women who wanted to hurt me because, quote unquote, I abandoned them. But I abandoned them, I left. You know what I mean? That's crazy. But they should seek help.
You feel like you left them in a way that y'all ended things on good terms, or it's like it was a
No, I mean, for me, I'm a sit down, I'm a conversation with you. I want you to know what's going on before I tip out.
See, but that I have to offer pushback with that, because just because you had that conversation with them, that doesn't mean that they have to accept that.
I didn't say they accepted, but it wasn't oh, I have you kind of thing, and you call your way, come here, man, and then we never speak again.
Yeah.
But us sitting down, being civilized and having a conversation, we could agree to disagree, but the fact that we are civilized in the moment
Yeah.
and that we part ways, it shouldn't be no craziness after that. You could just understand that, okay, I don't agree with why you're leaving me, but I go my way, you go your way. That's how I think things should be after we have sat down and had these conversations.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Now, like I said, if we ended on bad terms, or you walk in the room and he's fucking this girl and then we never speak again. And
No,
then,
I ain't going like that.
no, I'm gonna give you an example, and then we never speak again, or we don't speak for a while, and then you see me with a new bitch, you freak out, you start trying to do all these things to me. That's kind of understood because we never really had closure.
You think that's understood?
I mean, it's more
I
like,
that happened
I
to me
get
before, and I don't think that I don't understand that, because if me and you ain't had no discord, we ain't had no type of dialogue after that situation happened.
Nah.
It didn't happen like that.
Right, but
But-
similar.
Yeah, it was an abrupt. Okay, we ended this, no dialogue for a period of time. Then you see me out with someone else, or you see I start dating someone else, and now it's whoop 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 whoop. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's normal. I don't think that's something that I could excuse. You don't have no right.
I agree, but it happens more often than having a sensible conversation. We part ways, and then later you come and you freak out. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
You feel all the time it has to be an explanation as to why, like, things.
why the
Okay,
person acting the way they acting?
let's say you find out the person was cheating on you. You think that deserves a sit down? That's just one example. Let's just say
You mean after they've been acting the fool after we part ways?
what? No, I'm just saying. Okay, y'all in a relationship. The person did something to you, or vice versa, that you don't like. You feel like every situation deserves a sit down or a cordial conversation, or y'all could just part ways.
See, that depends on how long we've been together, how much issues we had in the relationship and all that. But no, some things could be my last straw.
Yeah.
My last straw, like, you know what? I done.
Right.
I don't need to explain nothing else to you. I am done. And the fact that I am done means you've been doing things prior.
Right, yeah.
So you
that's
know.
like a precursor
Yeah,
to the,
you
to the
kind of
end.
know I done. So I don't need to sit down and speak to you, no.
Yeah.
No.
Difficult. But yeah, you have anything else? We ain't got nothing much to talk about.
We had some topics, but you were on the topic of Udoka. Oh, no, we talked
We
about
did
the
talk
PnB guy.
about that. We talked about Dahmer. Something else I meant to bring up. Ah, shit. Let me look at my notes. You never have talked. Where my phone is anyway? My phone. Oh, my phone right there. That's my notes. Something else. Come on, talk, nigga. I'll look through these notes.
But I like what I say to the fans. I like the support they've been showing us the last two podcasts.
Yeah, definitely.
they've
Appreciate
been
the
showing a lot
love
of
and
love.
support to all the
viewers,
listeners.
a lot of
viewers.
comments. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They've been like in the last two ones. So we need to keep it pushing, keep it moving,
Ah, yes.
keep growing.
That was the lead actor in the show, Evan Peters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's really good. I think he been in Twilight. That's what I remember people saying.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the guy who was the nerd on
Ah,
Never Back Down.
Oh, I don't know. I've never seen that.
No one Never Back Down?
No,
That's the last thing I watch him. I don't really watch too much.
Oh, I know I had something. Yeah, it's a little stupid because we've been serious out the whole podcast. Let's get to some funny shit. You would stop eating meat if your girl tell you no more. Because it's in Russia. I'm not, if I'm mistaken, look that up. But somewhere they protesting that men stop eating meat, and if they don't stop eating meat, that the women should stop giving them vagina.
They can drop the price of seafood if I stop eating meat.
No, let me ask you, if you was in this situation, your girl come to you and say, hey, if you don't go vegan with me, I ain't giving you no more. What's your response to that?
I got a new girl.
Easy like that?
I love me chicken wings. I love me some ribs, some pork. Nose up.
So you just giving up your girl just like that? You ain't even try vegan for a week?
No, boy.
You could try vegan, fucking live. One last time.
Where does it even come from your mind to come from this shit? That's the first thing I would know.
No,
What you talking
but
about?
I don't know. They saying, well, this story.
No,
obviously,
I'm saying this like an ox up.
Oh,
Just like an ox up. What the fuck? Where does it even come from? You gonna leave me if I was eating meat?
no, they don't want to leave you. They just could stop giving you.
fuck.
Stop eating meat.
So they ain't give the pussy to no one else? Let me confirm that phrase.
Huh?
They ain't give the pussy to no one else?
I don't know. They might give it to a vegan nigga.
No, she gas.
She carry ass.
Try vegan?
5 years in.
Okay, she preparing the vegan dishes?
Probably. If she going vegan,
If the food tastes good, I vegan when I with her.
you with her.
When I vegan when I'm with her, when I'm around her. I'm vegan when I'm around her. Yeah. I chicken wing my ass off and shit around, son.
And she can know that shit. She can know that shit different with iron and
Oh, yeah,
vegetables.
yeah, you right,
The iron
you
and
right.
vegetables you've
You
been
right.
eating.
Yeah,
Trust
you're right.
me.
My bad. I forgot. I'm not. Yeah. Boy, I know.
Oh boy.
That gotta be something that been going on in our culture for years for me to say, you know what? Let me conform.
It's
But
so-
just start up? No, boy.
It's so funny how sensitive like this generation is. Like they whatever extent they could go to, they'll go to it.
You know what I told someone the other day? For example, and I don't know, you might have been raised of love too, but I was raised of survival.
Right.
My kids are being raised of love, bro. So the things that they're gonna come to me with and be sensitive about, in my mind, I'd be like,
So she'll
That-
past that.
but I have to realize that they're not raised the way I was raised.
Yeah.
So I have to be more sensitive and prudent and be more attentive to what they're saying to me and give them the best possible answer instead of saying, nigga, shake that shit off and keep it moving. Which is how I really feel like they should be, but they wasn't raised the way I was raised. So I would have to be more attentive to their needs. So yeah, these like they say, weaker but wiser.
Yeah.
And that's just facts, you know. But things are getting more sensitive in these last days, you know?
Yeah.
These last times. So I guess we're coming close to the last days. So I've been hearing that shit from 2000. The world's supposed to end from 2000. The world's supposed to end 2012. You don't want to know when the world gonna end. You don't want to know what heaven or hell look like. Because you don't want to ever be in heaven or hell and come back and tell me about it. You don't want to know that shit exists. But we here. It getting rough. Shit happening. You get the fucking COVID. Who knows whatever else them niggas cooking up in the lab right now for our fucking ass. For the next 2-3 years. They shut down the world again. It's probably might have been a test to see how would things go. That happened, 2019? No, 2020?
2020.
We ended in 2022. We just stopped wearing fucking masks.
Yeah.
I think 2 years of our lives.
2 days ago. 2 days ago.
So imagine they come with something more
Hey,
severe.
that's another thing. Some of y'all can't hide y'all teeth no more. We can see. We can see what's going on underneath their masks. I see a lot of people, they're in places they don't need to be with these masks on. They wearing these fucking masks. I know why you wearing these masks. You can't hide no more.
Like we were saying before in the past couple episodes, stop getting these BBLs to get your teeth fixed. Oh God, you know some guys are mad at you for that, right? What are you talking about? I can get braces.
No, braces. Listen to me. We gotta stop this. That's something we gotta leave in 2020.
So you're trying to say, well, 130, that teeth fuck up, leave it fuck up?
No. Get some finesse.
Bro, that's like what?
When you
10, 15
let me tell you what braces for. Braces for children, teenagers, adolescents. From the ages of 12 to about 15. To 18, I would extend it to.
Yeah, 18.
I don't feel as though a 30-year-old woman, 28, 30-year-old woman should have no fucking state. That's nasty.
But that's only your opinion, though. That's only your opinion.
That's my opinion.
Their parents couldn't afford it at 12 to freaking 18. Now they can.
Or get the Invisalign.
But they just come out the other day, boy.
No, sir. They had veneers years ago.
Well,
they were way more expensive than they are now.
So that's getting the public expenses. They gotta afford these things, man. Come on.
No, sir. Get them. You can afford them now.
I agree with Invisalign.
You can afford them now. Spend that 8 grand. Get yourself some veneers, man. You know what I mean? Fuck. Nah, don't get them. Anyway,
Why spend 8 grand for veneers when they can spend 5 grand for one little BBL? If I know what you're getting for it. And then the nigga who they get can pay for the veneers.
Do that. Just get the veneers too. Don't duck out on the veneers. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, deal that vibe.
Yeah, dread. You know what I mean? Like, jeez. Y'all walking around like y'all chewing dynamite and thing.
So a guy with a bad teeth is automatic no. With that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I've seen some nice looking women, but even so much as an open gate is be a turn off to me. Some women can pull it off.
They was born that though.
Some women could really pull that off. Like it really is look good, but that teeth, that's an important thing. The smile, that's important.
Hygiene. We spoke about this before. Hygiene is very important.
Yeah, let's get out of here before we get cancer, because I could feel it coming. This is a great pod.
All publicity is publicity. Even the bad ones and the guys around us.
Definitely.
Talking about us.
That's fine. No, that's all. That's what it comes with. Like I said, like to show appreciation and love to our viewers and listeners. Y'all continue to support us. And we'll continue to give you great content, as always. Until next time, may the universe grant us the serenity to accept the things we can't change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. We are always